Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is Macy and I'm back with another video. So today's video is about this one is funny, but this is about my crippling addiction to TikTok. Child. And it's kind of embarrassing, but I know that I'm not the only one who goes through this. So I was severely addicted to TikTok and I want to talk about it and talk about how social media and our comforts are keeping us from achieving our goals or even participating in our daily life. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So my severe addiction to TikTok. So when TikTok was Musically, I really did not like it. I got the app. I was like, what is this nonsense? So from there, I didn't use TikTok until 2020 when I was like, all right, there is nothing to do. We're locked in. Let's just get on this app and see what it's about. And then from there, that's where it started. I think back in those days, TikTok created like, I'm not gonna say better quality content, but the app experience was way better. Now, fast forward to more recently, and I'm older now, I've just realized how addictive I've become to just watching 1 minute video and just scrolling on my phone. And I can definitely say it's awful. Imagine the first thing you do when you wake up. Imagine the first thing you do when you wake up is take up your phone and get on this app and start scrolling. And then think of it like this. Also, like, imagine at the end of the day, you're not even able to summarize half the things that you've consumed. You've just been consuming. That was basically what I was going through, what I was doing. And since recently, I had to break it because as anyone, I have goals, I have dreams, I have aspirations, and it's like TikTok was I my addiction to TikTok was preventing me from even starting on a new goal. And I can say yes, a lot of my goals were inspired by creators on TikTok, and I'm not ashamed to say it. You see someone doing something and you get inspired to pursue your own and put in energy into that. But what is it? When do you like stop? Because these videos where you get inspired on TikTok aren't really consistent. They're a dime a dozen. You see one inspiring video and then the rest of your For You page is trash. So that was something that I was doing. I was just waking up, scrolling, and I'll get off the app for like 5 minutes and then try to refocus on something that I want. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I spent this amount of time on the app. It's time to focus on my goals and to at least get some activity or actions in. And it never happened because every time I would get started on my goals, and then I would have the fear of productivity, the fear of achievement, and then I get to procrastinating back to TikTok. And it's so embarrassing and I feel so ashamed saying it. And I'm glad that I just realized I snipped it in a bud because we're almost at the end of 2024. Like, we need to get, if we haven't like started on the goals that we set on January and it's almost 2025, we need to start now. Like, yeah, be ashamed. Yeah, hold yourself accountable. But also remember, that you still got time to get started. So this story is connected to how our comforts and our addiction to dopamine actually is preventing us from achieving our goals. Because think of anything, a game, a app, a mindset. If you are addicted to Instagram and going on there and scrolling and commenting and stuff, it's and then you have things that you want to do, and you when you get to doing those things you start getting anxious. It's because you're used to the comforts of that dopamine hit you get from scrolling on that app. I since recently deleted TikTok. There was this game on my phone that I started playing about a week ago, and then I realized that this game, it's trying to take up too much time, and I was like, I'm not about it. I want to refocus my time and my energy into things that are more meaningful to me. And I just decided to delete the game as well, because I want to achieve my goals. And that's the mindset you have to have when it comes to having a device that can be beneficial and detrimental. Like, you have to start deciding what exactly matters to you. TikTok does not matter. Let me tell you, we always say, oh yeah, you can learn a lot from TikTok and whatever. Yes, you can learn a lot from TikTok, but I will always recommend YouTube because it has more longer form content and more meaningful content. But to say and sit around on scrolling and or playing games and distracting yourselves, let's talk about the distraction thing, because a lot of these social media networks, games, they're profiting from your attention. Your attention is there's my cat. Your attention is the currency that gets them paid. Your attention is the currency that pay these social media influencers, that pay these apps. You're what keeps the lights on there, and you're keeping the lights on somewhere else, and you're not even trying to keep the lights on in your own brain or in your own life, or putting a spotlight on your own goals. So yeah, I just want people to think about this, and I also brought my own story into it to, let people know that you know, let people know the experience I've had, see if they relate. And my number one advice, if you're going through this, just delete the app. No, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, because you sometimes get those pangs of fear of missing out and wanting to go and check that app. But I truly think, if you are having a problem where you constantly seek dopamine hits from a social media app, a game, anything, you should try to limit your activity on these platforms. And for me, I just deleted the app and I never went back. Like, I felt way better. It was very miserable. Let me be honest, right? It was very miserable knowing that I wanted stuff and I was not achieving them because I was severely addicted to an app. So yeah, that's it for this video. It's such a short conversation. Let me know how you feel about this. Join the conversation, talk about your personal experience. Let's see where we're at with this. But yeah, delete the app. Delete it. So like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.